Welcome to Showcase Richmond. I'm Amy Carter. Life can be stressful and so can preparing for retirement. There are lots of things coming at us, so what can be done to take away some of that financial pressure? Well, back with us again are Ralph and Tim Short. The father and son team are with Welcome Home Financial Partners, a Richmond area firm. The duo are financial professionals that focus on preparing people for a successful retirement. So welcome to both of you.
Thank you for having us.
Yeah, so we're talking about how common is it for people to come in and just seem really stressed when it comes to approaching retirement?
It's really common because a lot of people, this is the first time they've ever had to think about retiring, and change is always scary because we're really living in a time where they're going to live a lot longer and their medical costs, all their living costs is increasing exponentially. So now they got to figure out how they're going to take care of those things that's happening to them now.
Definitely true. And then for those that are looking at retirement or are already retired, you still have to pay, of course, your bills. So why is income so often overlooked?
It's overlooked because everybody's focusing on a big pot of money. A lot of people are looking at their big pot of their 401k, TSP, what have you, any of their retirement accounts that they've got through work, never thinking, hey, I've got to turn that into a dependable paycheck once I do retire.
Very true. And what does having an income plan really allow folks to be able to do?
Really do all the things they ever dreamed about over that 35-year career at working, because all of a sudden now they get to do things they want to do instead of what the boss is wanting them to do. So those are things like, besides paying their bills, what do they want to do with their grandkids? What kind of trips do they want to take with their spouse or significant others? Live the dreams that they've always dreamed about.
Now, risks, of course, can always be stressful, but when do you really need to look at your risk tolerance?
Usually between 2 to 5 years of retirement. So right before you retire, between those 2 to 5 years, that's really when you want to hone in on what you're doing. So if you're going to retire, let's say next year, you haven't taken a look at anything, what if the market crashes now? Are you still going to be able to retire comfortably the way that you wanted to? Those are the types of things you got to think about. Once you've retired, there's only certain tweaks that you can do because you're not contributing to anything anymore. So those are things you got to look at.
But the other thing too, they need to understand that they're probably going to live in retirement years longer than they were at work. So that does add a little stress to you.
Definitely so. And why is protecting your money so critical at this stage in life?
Really because you don't have that time to, in case things go down on you and you lose half of whatever you had saved up, you don't have that time element to continue to put money aside because now you're living off of it, because without that, you're not going to be able to pay your bills.
And people haven't taken a look at the protected growth. Are you going to be able to sustain that hit if the market does come down? I mean, we've had about the best 12 years in the market these last 12 years. Is that going to continue? And if you're retired and you take that hit, are you going to be able to bounce back?
And those are good questions to ask. And talk about what retirement can look like when you have all of the pieces working together as they should.
It looks beautiful. I mean, the sky's the limit. You can do the things that you want to do. You can take your spouse on whatever bucket list trip that you want, work on your golf game every day, move down to the Caribbean. The sky's the limit.
And also at the same time, you can sleep at night. You have peace of mind. You don't have to worry about what's going on in the real world, okay?
So important. And Tim, you have something special you want to share with our audience.
Yes, we do, Amy, and we're really excited about this. So the first 5 callers who have saved up $250,000 or greater for retirement, we'd like to invite them into the office, and Ralph and I will personally sit down with them and create and talk about their own personal income plan.
Wow, that is wonderful. Well, thank you all for being on the show. We want to put some information on the screen. I know you're going to be interested in taking a part of that offer. So for those of you at home, if you would like to learn more about taking the financial pressure off your shoulders for retirement, Welcome Home Financial Partners has a great offer for you. For the first 5 callers that have saved $250,000 or greater, they're offering a complimentary full-blown income plan just for you. Ralph and Tim will sit down with you personally and provide you with a roadmap to see where you are right now and discuss your best steps to really get ready for a successful retirement. A game plan to get you where you need to be. So call the number now on your screen, 804-897-4844. Again, that number, 804-897-4844.